Hey y'all, I just realized I had my mirror there, but hey, I've been doing my hair. As you can see, I have a different hairstyle, but I wanted to say good late early morning. Oh my goodness. I wanted to just say Bernice Patrice, for those that don't know me. Every day I want to build up my body through nourishment. I want to um build up my spirit through intercession and my soul through wisdom. And every day I do that through a 90-day juicing journey, a 70-day praying in the spirit journey, as well as a 70-day pre-homestead documentary. So that is me just being a light that's shining bright to let other people know my process of being someone that has a good reputation in nourishment, intercession, and wisdom. That is my goal. That's what I hope to have. And that is what I'm working towards. And so all of those documentaries are on the YouTube channel. And I wanted to make sure that I'm living strong instead of declining, staying covered instead of exposed, and being prepared instead of caught off guard. Over time in life, you learn these things. So, one of the things this why I created this series that's normally in the morning, but sometimes I have a schedule time conflict, so I just try to get it in when I can. So thankfully, I was able to get it in today, but it was just happened to be like in the late hour, and so I wanted to just deal with the pattern. Let me look at my notes. I wanted to look at the pattern of trying to control everything around me. I'm not really one of those people that's very controlling, if I'm really honest. But as I become more and more disciplined, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person that's trying to control everything around me. I don't want to be a micromanager type of person. I don't want to feel tense when things shift. I don't want to carry pressure that's not mine. I don't want to be all about controlling. Because it's not good for the nervous system. You have stress, it affects your stress hormone. It allows your muscles to be tense. You're going to end up being like a rock, being overwhelmed. I don't like those type of feelings, so I'd rather not. I don't even like overthinking or being hyper responsible, or being exhausted in my emotions. No, no, thank you. So I want to just address this pattern because I don't want to pick it up. And so it's week 15, and as I like to look at what is the baby doing during this time, even though I can't see the baby during week 15 of a pregnancy, but things are happening. So I just like to be reminded that the baby during week 15 is actually breathing, swallowing, doing things like that. Um, and so you can't see it, but it's happening. Things are coming together. And so I want to remember that I don't have to know everything. Being controlling drains your energy, but just being a strong overall person, just being consistent, being disciplined, having integrity, it allows for peace to, like, true peace to happen. And that's what I want. I want to be someone that leads from internal strength, not from the idea of controlling everything. And I want to be the type of person that's able to release control. I want to be the type of person that submit to God, resist the devil so he can flee. And so I want to be someone who moves with ease. I want to be that type of person. So with that being said, um, I want to look at the book of Israel. I said I want to look at it this week because he was a builder, and I feel like I am a builder as well. May not be obvious, but I believe I am. I believe God created me to build great things and even support individuals that build well as well. Because when I look at my friends and just the people God connect me to, they are builders for sure. And then also just the organization that I'm a part, I always been a part of builders, building great things. So, anyways, let's look at Israel. Israel in chapter 8, verse 21, he faced a dangerous journey with people depending on him. So he had people depending on him. So I think it could be easier when you having all these rules and trying to control. Because when you think about it, I taught young people, and you like to set the tone for them to know the rules so that they can be in order. So I get it, but the temptation to control everything. You can't control everything, especially with kids. You can't control everything. You just set the tone and reinforce what he said. But that's another lesson. But the temptation to control everything was real. And so Israel, the way he strengthened himself was not by that being a micromanager, but it was just for a choice to humble himself, for him to seek God, align his heart with the Lord, and actually release control. He was humble, and that allowed for him to have a strength that developed internally, being humble enough to just be depend on the Lord. And as a result, he became a leader who moved with ease, and he was able to be in alignment with what was necessary, and it produced breakthrough. And it was because he was willing to surrender. And so I want to just go ahead and read Ezra 8:21. We humble ourselves before God. And I believe that you can't be controlling and humble at the same time. It's just impossible. So I believe it's better to be humble, because when we learn about pride, it's just not a good thing. God doesn't like it, and he separates himself from people that is prideful. So I don't want anything to do with pride, because I want to be closer than close with the Lord. All right, so now it's the time for me to remember why I need to starvate juicing. It's because it reduces inflammation. Praying in the spirit, it allows for me to have the clarity, which is necessary, because today, when I was praying in the spirit, something fell off, and then later on I found out it was some warfare things happening that that needs to be addressed. So I'm thankful. Like, you sense things, and the more I do it, the more I'm like, oh wow, it was actually something happening. That's why I felt like I needed to do this. That's why, it's just amazing to me, because sometimes you sense things, but you don't even realize that it's something behind it until you get the clarity, um, or the confirmation. So, and then just understanding that the steps that I'm taking to develop, um, to reinforce what God have already, the community that God already given me, and just understanding how loving and supportive they are. I'm so grateful. And so the scripture, we humble ourselves before God, it really touching my heart. And I'm just choosing to continue to be a person that is not controlling, and to be a person that's totally humble and dependent on the Lord. And so, if you want to build up yourself in your household, you can shop the special link in the description box from Dr. Stella's Wellness Store. And then you can check out my website if you want to support bernicepatrice.com. God bless you, and I will see you for tomorrow's check-in.